Harry Potter fans rejoice. A real-life invisibility cloak could be just around the corner. Check this out.
Imagine a world where you can disappear right before someone's eyes, literally vanish from sight without a trace. It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? Well, what if you found out that China has developed a real-life invisibility suit that's not just a fantasy, but a game-changing reality? How could this revolutionary technology impact global defense strategies? Join us on this thrilling adventure as we dive into how China's secret invisibility suit has left the USA stunned and what this means for the future of military warfare. The Chimera metamaterial. In early 2024, the world got wind of a startling breakthrough out of China, an invisibility cloak. While it might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, the science behind it is very real, thanks to the work of scientists from China's Xishan University and their research partners at Jilin and Tsinghua universities. The team made headlines with the reveal of a material they called the Chimera metamaterial. This innovative fabric is designed to blend seamlessly into its surroundings by adapting in real time, much like how a chameleon changes color to match its environment. Until now, most camouflage tech has had a tough time keeping up with dynamic environments. Traditional materials could blend into simpler backgrounds, but struggled with complex, changing landscapes. Imagine trying to hide a green bush in the middle of a snowy field. That's about as ineffective as older camouflage technology was in adjusting to sudden changes in humidity, temperature, or background patterns. This limitation made objects actually stand out more on the battlefield instead of helping them disappear. The research team realized they needed to mimic how certain animals change color to blend in naturally. They drew inspiration from the chameleon, the glass frog, and even the bearded dragon. The chameleon is an obvious choice. Its skin adapts to different colors, providing it with camouflage on the go. The glass frog, though less known, has a fascinating ability to almost disappear while sleeping, tucking away most of its blood into its liver to maintain transparency. Then there's the bearded dragon, which regulates its body temperature so well that it can blend into its surroundings without showing up in thermal scans. Scientists took these animals' abilities and used them to design the Chimera metamaterial, named after the mythical Chimera, a creature with the head of a lion, the body of a goat, and the tail of a serpent. The material has layers of PET plastic and quartz glass with embedded circuitry that lets it manipulate light and heat to create an optical illusion of invisibility. The groundbreaking part is that this material can function across microwave, visible light, and infrared frequencies, making it virtually invisible, not only to the human eye, but also to radars and other detection systems. But building an invisibility cloak isn't just about visual disappearance. One of the biggest challenges the team faced was hiding the heat generated by the circuitry inside the material, which would show up on infrared cameras like a beacon. To tackle this, the researchers borrowed a page from the bearded dragon's playbook, adjusting the material's design so it wouldn't emit much heat. The final product only has a thermal footprint of 3.1 degrees Celsius, which is impressive because it means the material becomes nearly invisible to thermal imaging, one of the most reliable methods of detecting camouflaged objects. The Chimera metamaterial is a true blend of biology and physics, functioning as an adaptable skin that works across a range of terrains and conditions. At a molecular level, this technology manipulates electromagnetic waves, allowing it to match the color, texture, and even temperature of its surroundings, all in real time. Xu Zhaohua, a lead researcher from Jilin University, explained that the material's adaptability allows it to blend effectively into different backgrounds. Just as a chameleon shifts its hues to suit its surroundings, the Chimera material is capable of adjusting to whatever environment it's in. The potential applications of this technology are vast. In military terms, an invisibility cloak that adapts to its environment could be a game-changer. Imagine military personnel or equipment hidden from both the naked eye and detection systems like radar, making it much harder for adversaries to locate targets. But the applications don't stop with defense. For instance, in wildlife conservation, the material could be used to create gear for researchers, allowing them to observe animals up close without disturbing them. Conservationists could potentially use the material to track and monitor endangered species in their natural habitats without altering animal behavior, leading to better insights into animal behaviors and ecosystems. Unlike older, land-restricted attempts at invisibility technology, the Chimera metamaterial is aero-amphibious, meaning it adapts to both air and water. This breakthrough by Chinese scientists takes stealth to new heights and depths. More than just an idea, it's already been tested on drones across air, land, and sea with a remarkable 95% success rate.
And start tracking me through the grass and see if I can lose the drone by running behind the invisibility shield.
Imagine someone leaping from a plane, landing undetected in a jungle or desert, and slipping into a river without alerting a soul. This new cloak adapts instantly, so the same invisibility can work from the sky to the ground to the water. It's a whole new level of camouflage that would be invaluable for the Air Force, Navy, and beyond. With Chimera metamaterial, military personnel no longer have to swap gear depending on the terrain. The technology lets them move freely across diverse environments, ensuring they remain invisible at every stage. The idea of invisibility cloaks has been a part of folklore and fantasy for ages, but the Chimera metamaterial is taking it out of the realm of imagination and into reality. Though it's still in the early stages, with researchers working to refine and adapt it further, the material's introduction is a glimpse into the future of adaptive technology. And while the Chimera metamaterial redefines stealth with its adaptive terrain-crossing capabilities, the UK's equally fast-rising invisibility shield takes a more tangible approach, bringing large-scale optical camouflage to life in ways that are as practical as they are astonishing.
Invisibility shield. It uses an optical effect that linearizes light to hide objects in plain sight.
UK's Mega Shield. In 2022, the UK-based Invisibility Shield Co. launched their Mega Shield, what they claim is the largest invisibility shield ever made. With a team devoted to fine-tuning optical technology for 4 years, finally created a product that lets people and objects disappear in broad daylight. And it's not a one-size-fits-all deal.
Is made of transparent polycarbonate and thin lenses that scatter light reflected by the user and the surrounding background.
Their range includes 3 models: the compact Mini at 8 inches tall, the practical full size at 3 feet, and the star of the show, the Mega Shield at over 6 feet. This towering shield can even cloak multiple people standing side by side. Behind the scenes, the secret to these shields lies in a smartly designed optical array. The face of each shield is built with ultra-large lens arrays that bend and redirect light around the shielded person or object. It's like a magic trick, only grounded in physics. The lenses are positioned to scatter light from the background around the shield's face and back out to the observer. This light redirection erases what's standing behind it, making it seem as though you're staring right through to the scenery beyond. Practicality is key to this innovation. These shields were built to be as user-friendly as they are impressive. They're lightweight, fully waterproof, and don't rely on batteries or power, meaning they're easy to take anywhere and require no additional setup. Each shield is also made from 100% recyclable materials.
Basically, the invisible shield uses reflection by the special material called lenticular,
reflecting the team's commitment to sustainability. Portability is also built in. The shields collapse down to a mere fraction, just 1/30th of their assembled size. With ergonomic handles and a freestanding design, they're about as easy to carry as an oversized yoga mat, with the added bonus of making you vanish if needed. Designer Tristan Thompson, one of the minds behind the Mega Shield, summed up the team's motivation well. The possibilities are endless, but most importantly, these shields are great fun. They're fun to play around with and exciting for us to make. We wanted to see how far we could push this technology. A real working invisibility shield that you can just roll up and sling over your shoulder. 2 years ago, nobody thought anyone could do that. It's easy to see why the team poured years of work into this project. After all, invisibility has long been a part of our collective imagination, from superhero comics to spy gadgets. Now, thanks to precision-engineered design, what was once a comic book dream is within reach for everyday people. Whether it's for novelty, a clever prank, or possibly practical use in the field, the shields offer a blend of fun and real-world application. The different sizes add to the allure. For smaller, on-the-go concealment, the mini version packs away in seconds, while the full size gives you a solid 3 feet of cloaking power. The Mega Shield takes it up a notch, creating a larger invisible zone that could, in theory, even hide groups. And with its 6-foot-plus height, the Mega Shield has almost an element of grandeur, presenting itself as both a playful curiosity and a potentially useful tool for privacy or fieldwork. So how does Invisibility Shield Co.'s Mega Shield stack up against China's groundbreaking Chimera metamaterial? Chimera suit versus Mega Shield. The Chinese Chimera metamaterial suit is a cutting-edge example of adaptive camouflage, a technology designed to make its wearer blend seamlessly into their environment. What sets this suit apart from simpler cloaking technologies is its ability to adapt in real time to its surroundings. As the wearer moves, the suit continuously adjusts to maintain the illusion of invisibility, effectively cloaking the person in motion. This feature makes the suit far more versatile than static cloaks, which only work when the individual remains stationary. The suit operates through the manipulation of light, bending it around the wearer in such a way that they seem to disappear into the background. This dynamic process makes the suit highly effective in environments where movement is essential, providing the user with a level of stealth and concealment that was once confined to the realm of science fiction. In contrast, Shield Co.'s Invisible Shield operates on a different principle. While it does indeed reduce the visibility of objects behind it, it does so in a far more limited manner. Rather than manipulating light directly, the shield uses a combination of lenses and acrylic layers to blur the outline of an object. The lenticular sheet, which lies atop a transparent acrylic layer, divides the incoming light into multiple beams. As these beams pass through the shield, they overlap and form patterns that mix with the background light, resulting in a fuzzy or blurred effect that can make an object less noticeable. However, this effect is not perfect. While it may work effectively against solid-colored backgrounds, such as walls or grass, it fails to provide true invisibility. A keen observer will still be able to discern the faint outline of an object behind the shield, especially when the background is not uniform. Thus, while the shield can make an object less conspicuous, it does not render it completely invisible. One of the key advantages of the Shield Co. product is its affordability. Priced at under $100, it is far more accessible than the advanced Chimera suit, which likely carries a much higher price tag due to the complexity of its adaptive technology.
About this invisibility cloak, it's not a cloak.
I love it.
It's
not quite a cloak.
Shield Co. has also prioritized sustainability by making its shield from 100% recyclable materials. The top layer, which features precisely arranged vertical lenses, is designed to divide and scatter light in such a way that the object behind it becomes obscured. While the shield may not offer full invisibility, it creates an optical illusion that can deceive the human eye, making it a fun and practical tool for non-combat purposes, such as hunting, paintball, or even novelty applications, like hiding objects for pranks. Despite its limitations, Shield C's Invisible Shield is effective enough to offer a degree of concealment in appropriate scenarios. However, it is important to note that the shield is not marketed as a military tool. Its lightweight design and reliance on optical effects, rather than physical manipulation of light, mean that it is not suitable for use in high-stakes environments like the battlefield. Instead, Shield Co. focuses on more recreational uses, where the goal is less about avoiding detection and more about creating an amusing optical illusion. For those looking to gain an edge in a paintball tournament or pull off a harmless prank, this affordable shield offers an interesting and fun solution. Comparatively, the Chinese Chimera metamaterial suit is far more specialized, designed for environments where stealth and adaptability are paramount. Its ability to blend seamlessly with dynamic surroundings makes it a far superior option for those seeking to avoid detection in real-world applications, particularly in military or espionage contexts. The suit's self-adaptive technology provides a level of sophistication that the Shield Co. product, with its relatively basic optical effects, cannot match. The Chimera suit takes a more direct approach to light manipulation, allowing it to cloak its wearer in a way that is not only effective, but can be sustained during movement, something that Shield Co.'s shield cannot replicate. Mercedes's invisible car. The distinction between the Chimera metamaterial and the Shield Co. product is similar to the difference between the invisible car concept, first demonstrated by Mercedes-Benz in 2012, and the advanced camouflage technologies we see today.
What you see is not just a flat screen, but a fully fledged automobile. Here's how this illusion was created.
In the case of Mercedes-Benz, the invisible car was achieved by using a series of cameras and LEDs to display an image from one side of the car to the other, making the vehicle appear invisible from a specific angle. While the effect was visually striking, it was limited by its inability to provide 360-degree invisibility. The car's invisibility could only be effective from one direction, and to achieve full camouflage, numerous cameras and screens would be required, something that is still beyond our current technological capabilities. In comparison, both the Chimera suit and Shield Co.'s product offer a more practical and advanced approach to invisibility, though they each remain limited in their own right. The current state of invisibility technology, whether in the form of the Chimera suit or the Shield Co. Invisible Shield, highlights the considerable progress made in recent years. While neither product is capable of achieving true invisibility in all scenarios, they each represent significant steps toward the realization of a once fantastical goal. The Chimera metamaterials suit, with its self-adaptive properties, stands at the forefront of this innovation, offering a level of dynamic concealment that is unmatched by the more static Shield Co. product. However, the Shield's lower cost and accessibility make it an intriguing option for recreational use, and it offers a glimpse into a future where invisibility in some form could be within reach. As these technologies continue to evolve, we will likely see even more sophisticated methods of light manipulation and camouflage emerge, pushing the boundaries of what is possible. What if the cars of tomorrow could let you see the invisible and redefine the very act of driving? Advanced automotive camouflage.
It functions like a thermal TV screen, using around 1,000 hexagonal panels to cover the sides of armored vehicles.
While Mercedes-Benz captured attention years ago with its invisible cloak concept, the idea has moved far beyond flashy prototypes. Advancements in technology are rapidly bringing this concept closer to reality. Companies like Nissan and Jaguar Land Rover are taking bold steps to redefine how we see and don't see the vehicles of tomorrow. While breakthroughs in metamaterials suggest invisibility itself might not be so far-fetched, Nissan's cutting-edge invisible to visible, or I to V, technology offers a glimpse into the future of connected cars. Developed under Nissan Intelligent Mobility, this system is designed to merge the real and virtual worlds, creating a driving experience that feels both futuristic and practical. I to V works by combining sensor data from inside and outside the car with information pulled from the cloud. This allows the vehicle to create an enhanced view of its surroundings. The system can show what's around the corner or even behind a building, effectively helping drivers see the invisible. To make it even more engaging, I to V introduces interactive avatars that provide guidance, making navigation feel less robotic and more human. According to Tetsuro Ueda of the Nissan Research Center, this technology isn't just about utility, it's designed to boost confidence and make driving enjoyable. Meanwhile, Jaguar Land Rover is taking a different approach with its research project known as the 360 Virtual Urban Windscreen. One of the major challenges for drivers has always been blind spots caused by the car's roof-supporting pillars. While necessary for structural integrity, these pillars often obstruct a driver's view, creating potential safety hazards. Jaguar Land Rover's solution is as innovative as it is intuitive. By embedding screens into the pillars and linking them to cameras outside the car, the system makes the pillars appear transparent when needed. When a driver looks over their shoulder to change lanes or turns the wheel to navigate a corner, the affected pillar automatically adjusts its transparency. The system also incorporates an advanced head-up display that highlights the movement of other road users, making urban driving safer and less stressful. The science behind invisibility itself is equally fascinating. British physicist John Pendry has been leading efforts in the field of metamaterials.
I'm John Pendry. I'm a professor of physics at Imperial College London, and I work on a new field called metamaterials.
Nano-engineered structures capable of bending electromagnetic waves. By manipulating light at the microscopic level, these materials can create the illusion of invisibility. While the concept might sound like something from a superhero movie, practical applications are already emerging. Researchers at Imperial College London are exploring ways to adapt these materials for use in various industries, and the falling cost of manufacturing makes them increasingly viable. One promising development comes from Meta, a Canadian company that has partnered with Airbus to develop Meta AIR, an optical shielding filter designed to protect pilots from laser strikes. This filter uses layers of metamaterials to deflect harmful light frequencies, and its success suggests similar techniques could one day be used to create invisible car exteriors. Beyond aviation, Meta is also working on durable coatings for smartphones, foldable devices, and even seismic protection systems for buildings. These innovations demonstrate how metamaterials are becoming a cornerstone of futuristic design. The possibilities don't end there. Concepts like the cloaking suits developed in China using Chimera metamaterial highlight how invisibility might extend beyond vehicles. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. The buzz was electric in the war room as the top military advisors stared at the screen. News had just broken that China had developed a top-secret technology, a suit that could make its wearer completely invisible. It wasn't just an idea or a prototype, it was real. The title, China's Secret Invisibility Suit Shocked USA, was everywhere, but no one in the Pentagon had expected this level of advancement. Lieutenant Sarah Cole leaned forward, her fingers drumming nervously on the table. "How is this even possible?" she muttered as they watched the footage of a Chinese soldier vanishing before their eyes. The suit didn't just blend in, it bent the light around the wearer, making them completely disappear. The US had been working on similar projects, but they had always been far behind. The invisibility cloaks they developed were bulky, temporary, and mostly for camouflage. But this was game-changing. It wasn't just military power at stake, it was global dominance. "We need to respond," General Mitchell said, his voice calm but serious. "If they can do this, what else are they hiding?" Sarah's mind raced. She couldn't help but wonder, was this the start of a new arms race? Or was it something more dangerous, a new form of warfare, where even the most powerful nations couldn't trust what they saw? Could the world really be prepared for an invisible enemy? Driving the future of safety. The Chimera metamaterial has plenty of other applications, many of which could make our vehicles safer and more efficient. For instance, researchers are developing nanomaterial films with remarkable de-icing properties. These could improve visibility during harsh winters and help engines warm up faster by reducing energy loss. Practical innovations like this might not grab headlines like invisible cars, but they're far more likely to impact our everyday lives in meaningful ways. Self-driving cars, another emerging technology, stand to benefit greatly from metamaterials as well. These vehicles rely on sensors and cameras to navigate the world, and metamaterials could enhance those systems significantly. By improving the range and accuracy of optical sensors, self-driving cars could detect obstacles more effectively, making them safer for everyone on the road. Plus, because metamaterials can be integrated without adding bulk, they won't compromise the sleek designs that are a hallmark of modern autonomous vehicles. Lowering the cost of these systems could also make self-driving electric cars more affordable, benefiting both consumers and the environment. The potential applications for metamaterials go beyond practical improvements. Their ability to manipulate light opens the door to futuristic features like holographic displays. Imagine a car dashboard where your navigation system appears as a 3D map floating in mid-air. This isn't just about aesthetics. It could improve safety by allowing drivers to keep their eyes closer to the road while interacting with their vehicle's controls. And this is only the beginning. The same technology could be used to enhance augmented reality experiences, blending virtual elements with the physical world in ways that feel seamless and immersive. Outside the realm of cars, metamaterials have the power to revolutionize art, entertainment, and even architecture. Imagine sculptures that seem to float in mid-air, supported by invisible structures, or installations that change appearance depending on your perspective. Artists could use metamaterials to create optical illusions that surprise and delight their audiences. In the film industry, holography could replace outdated CGI for invisible characters, creating effects that feel more authentic and less artificial.
About this invisibility cloak, it's not a cloak.
I love it.
It's not quite a cloak, but we are one step closer to that invisibility cloak from Harry Potter.
Video games, too, could benefit, offering players immersive augmented reality experiences that bring virtual worlds to life in unprecedented ways. Of course, not every application of this technology is so benign. The potential for misuse is a serious concern, particularly in the realm of security and military operations. Some countries are already exploring invisibility technology for uniforms, vehicles, and aircraft. The implications are staggering. An invisible fighter jet could evade detection, while a cloaked operative might infiltrate secure facilities undetected. In the wrong hands, this technology could become a powerful weapon, capable of tipping the scales in global conflicts. The risks don't stop at the international level. On a personal scale, invisibility technology could erode trust and safety in everyday life. A stalker with access to an invisibility cloak, for example, could bypass security systems and invade someone's privacy without detection. Modern surveillance methods, like security cameras, would be far less effective against an invisible intruder. The widespread availability of such technology could create a world where everyone feels the need to look over their shoulder, unsure of who or what might be watching them. Despite these challenges, research into metamaterials continues to move forward. The future of invisible defense. Hyperstealth Biotechnology Corporation
actually had this technology built for the military so that they can shield themselves from enemy fire.
A Canadian company is pushing the boundaries of what we thought possible with its innovative material, quantum stealth. Designed to bend light waves around an object, quantum stealth promises to make the impossible a reality. True invisibility. This isn't the magic of a Bollywood movie or a sci-fi plot. It's a scientific development that could transform military defense tactics in ways previously unimaginable. For those familiar with the movie Mr. India, you might recall the character Arun Verma, who uses a cloaking device to become invisible. While that's purely cinematic magic, Hyperstealth's quantum stealth has the potential to achieve a similar effect on an even larger scale. Imagine cloaking military vehicles, equipment, or even personnel, shielding them from enemies and rendering them undetectable on the battlefield. This technology could be especially valuable in today's complex military environments. For example, when Ukraine prepared to receive F-16 fighter jets from NATO allies, one major challenge was protecting these high-value assets on the ground. Russian spy drones could easily locate and target stationary jets, making them vulnerable to missile or drone attacks. Options like underground bunkers and widely dispersing the jets are common countermeasures, but an invisibility cloak could provide an entirely new form of protection, hiding these assets from surveillance technologies. Hyperstealth's CEO, Guy Kramer, has become the face of this technological leap. As he explained in a recent social media post, quantum stealth might allow military assets to disappear from view, giving them a critical advantage during moments of vulnerability. Kramer, who's inspired by his grandfather Donald Hings, inventor of the walkie-talkie, brings a practical and innovative approach to the technology. His philosophy? Innovation can come from anywhere, even if one doesn't hold a formal engineering degree. Quantum stealth is no ordinary camouflage. Traditional camouflage suits blend into specific environments, woodlands, deserts, or snow, but quantum stealth takes things further. It operates by bending light in such a way that it reduces or eliminates an object's visibility in the visual, infrared, and thermal spectrums. And it's adaptable. Quantum stealth functions effectively in any environment or season, day or night. One of the most pressing concerns for the military today is safeguarding assets from AI-guided drones and missiles. Modern drones use sophisticated sensors and AI to lock onto high-value targets, particularly at airfields where jets are parked and highly exposed. Even with existing electronic jamming techniques, AI can reroute and resume target scanning once jamming stops. By concealing assets from visible, infrared, and thermal sensors, quantum stealth could dramatically increase the odds of survival for these grounded jets and other military equipment. Kramer believes the potential impact of quantum stealth is enormous. For military strategists, this invisibility cloak could be a game-changer, allowing equipment to evade detection before it's even located on the battlefield. Hyperstealth claims quantum stealth not only eliminates visible and infrared signatures, but also reduces the shadow cast by the cloaked object. So whether it's a parked aircraft, a field command post, or essential supplies, this material could make them practically invisible to enemy reconnaissance efforts. While it's not feasible yet to cloak a jet in mid-flight, the possibilities on the ground are immense. In an era where military technology is advancing rapidly and global tensions demand new defense strategies, quantum stealth represents a breakthrough with implications for how modern warfare might unfold. Quantum stealth isn't just about cloaking military assets. Its potential extends into the civilian sector as well. One standout application is improving solar panel efficiency. Hyperstealth has already licensed its solar panel amplifier technology to Good Solar Pty Ltd, a company operating in Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, and the United Kingdom. By enhancing the light absorption of solar panels, this technology could pave the way for more efficient renewable energy solutions, demonstrating how military-grade innovation can have wide-ranging benefits. Hyperstealth has also expanded its global presence through strategic partnerships. E-Consultancy, based in Turkey, now represents Hyperstealth's intellectual properties in Turkey and Ukraine. Led by Brigadier General Hüseyin Erim, a retired Turkish army officer with extensive NATO experience, E-Consultancy will manage not just quantum stealth, but also Hyperstealth's extensive library of over 14,000 camouflage patterns. These patterns cater to diverse environments, providing essential tools for militaries to stay ahead in tactical operations. Cost, however, remains a challenge. The price of manufacturing quantum stealth technology is still uncertain. With prototypes being painstakingly created by hand, scaling up production to make the material viable for large-scale use is a complex hurdle. For example, cloaking a single jet using quantum stealth could eventually cost between $10,000 and $30,000 once mass production begins. While steep, this price point could be justified by the strategic advantage it offers in critical military operations. Another pressing issue is the cost of maintaining the patent process. Hyperstealth has filed patents for quantum stealth in over 50 countries, with some already granted in South Africa and China and others approved in Israel and the Philippines. This expansive patent strategy ensures the company's intellectual property is protected globally, but comes with significant financial burdens. Looking ahead, the implications of quantum stealth are profound. In an age where modern warfare relies on advanced sensors and AI-guided systems, invisibility could redefine the battlefield. Alongside innovations like Chimera metamaterial, Hyperstealth's work symbolizes a shift in defense strategies, blending cutting-edge science with practical solutions. Whether it's hiding military assets or improving renewable energy, the potential applications of this groundbreaking technology seem limitless. With invisibility technology becoming a reality, how will nations adapt to a future where nothing and no one is truly out of sight? Let us know your opinion in the comments below.